I see all these TikToks that are girls telling other girls, and they're like, everybody just like take it slow, calm down. Like, you don't need to be texting him all the time. It'll work, whatever.
No, don't take that advice. That's bad advice.
But like, that's what I feel like it is, because I'm trying to do that, but I just feel like guys go, they are like,
do you have any brothers?
Yeah, I have one.
One? Older or younger?
He's older. He's 36.
Okay, cool. I'd probably take his advice, if anything. Don't take girls' advice on TikTok. It's terrible advice. I've seen a lot of these videos floating around on the
girls
internet.
are just all over the place on TikTok. It's hard to take advice.
Everything is. Yeah, reach out to your brother. He'll probably know a thing or two. But these videos I see are shocking advice. Whenever I saw one girl who'd been on here, and she was saying like all of these things that are a red flag about guys, and it was so like just so condescending. And I'd stay away from those videos. Even the popular ones. Yeah. Unless they're married with like 5 kids, and and they shouldn't be on the internet.
But you have heard of love bombing, right?
Yeah, we've heard of it.
Oh, yeah. And that's considered a red flag, correct?
What do you mean by that?
When they, like, in the beginning just show so much emotion and they give so many
if it's coming across in an insecure way, then yeah.
Well, most of the time.
I think a lot of times in my case.
No, it's not. No, it's not. If a girl is reasonably like she hasn't slept around a lot and it means a lot to her, you can really tell. But if you're with a girl and it doesn't really mean a lot after you guys sleep together, for example, that's a massive red flag, because it means kind of nothing to her. If she's using it as like some sort of like a way to get off, huge red flag. But if it means a lot, and if she simps on you a lot after it, and you can tell that she's like trying to get really close to you, that's a massive green flag, because it means that she takes more pride in it. So love bombing in terms of like dumping your insecurities on me or whatever, like stay away. But if she's texting all the time,
it's also
that's
insecure
lovely.
when you like are dumping like all your like love, like texting multiple times a day.
No, that's fine.
I think that shows insecurity.
You're not in a man's position though. So like from your position, that would be an insecurity. But from my position, if I have a girl texting me multiple times a day and I'm into her, that's a good thing. Absolutely. But from you though, it would mean that he's desperate. Yeah. He shouldn't be texting you multiple times a day.
Right.
But if I've got a girl who texts me every day, I like that. That's really nice. Yeah. If she's not texting me, it's an ick.
But I was wondering if that's what you were experiencing when you were...
A lot of it, yeah. It would be that, yes.
Yeah, that's fair enough from a girl's perspective.
You wanted to talk about hookup culture?
Come on, mama.
Come on, mama. I mean... That's just like such a broad thing. Can we like ask more? Like,
I'll switch it to something else. You said girls having to make the first move.
Okay. Yes. I am not a girly who makes the first move. I am kind of on the same boat with Ryan, where it's like I take a really traditional approach to things like that. I like when guys are chivalrous. I like when guys are going to be making the first move. Like, I don't go on Bumble. Nothing against Bumble, obviously, but just because like I don't like making the first move. I think in the past that's kind of how it has been. Men take the lead on that. They start the dates. They take you out on the dates. They kind of take that dominant role, and that's what I like.
And have you experienced like there's a lack of men taking initiative, and like have you made the first move and you don't like it, or what?
I don't often do the first move. I mean, maybe if I'm like absolutely hammered at a bar and then I'm feeling super confident, maybe I'll do something there. But for the most part, no, I stay away from that.
Okay. Slapping on the ass and mama's into it.
Yeah, mama's into it.
Okay.
You said that guys are too scared to commit because they have thousands of options. Huh, that's interesting.
I think it goes both ways. I will say that. But
I would argue women have far more options than men typically.
Yeah, I think
Now, perhaps there is a differential here. Women tend to hyper-focus on the top echelon of men. Those men have an abundance of options, but the average man does not have an abundance of options, whereas even average women have an abundance of options.
Okay. I would agree with that.
Okay. So, but you're saying guys are too scared to commit. Well, I would like to talk about commitment really quick. So you... Going around the table, do you guys think that men are scared of commitment?
No.
Some yes, some no.
Yeah, same answer, some.
Definitely depends on the man, but I think a lot of men in this society are afraid of commitment.
Can I have you scoot your mic that way?
This way here?
Sorry, wrong way. Other way. Yeah. There you go. Thank you. Are men scared of commitment?
I don't think all of them are. So I would agree with all of those things, but a lot of them.
Would you say majority of men are scared of commitment?
I would give like a 60-40.
Okay. What about you?
Men no, guys yes.
Oh.
Okay. Alexa?
Yeah, I would say a majority of men that are ready for a relationship, no, they're not afraid of commitment.
Okay, so I have another question for the whole panel. Of all the guys you've dated, and this could be short-term, long-term, so a guy you saw for 1, 2, 3 dates, or even guys you've dated for months or longer, boyfriends, whatever. Of all the times that you've had to, sorry guys, got distracted. More often than not, who is ending things of your relationships that you've had, however long or short they are? Are you ending it, or is the guy? Starting with you. Go ahead.
Me always.
Always ending?
Yeah.
How many relationships have you had?
Like I said, I don't like to consider them, but if
Well,
you want
whatever you consider them.
serious, probably like 4 or 5.
And you
4.
ended all of them?
Yeah.
It was mostly the men.
How many relationships have you been in?
I've been in, well, you said counting dates and like talking and stuff. I've been in 2 serious relationships.
I think. Let me actually change it to just relationships. Let's do that. So, of
Okay.
the 2 relationships you've been in, you ended it.
Then it was half and half.
Okay, 1 and 1. What about
Half
you?
and half.
Give us a number.
I've dated 2 serious relationships. One, we broke up, and that was me. And then the other one, he cheated, but then I broke up. So
Okay.
that's rough.
What about you?
Yeah, in some of my past talking stages, I think I had commitment issues, so I would be the one kind of ending that prematurely because I just wasn't sure what I was looking for. But with my past boyfriend, I ended that because I knew exactly what I was looking for because he was a pursuer and he was a really good man and he showed me what my standards should be.
So more often than not, of all your...
It's usually me for one reason or another.
Okay. What about you?
I've ended both.
Of your
2.
relationships?
Well, I haven't been in a relationship.
Well,
but
the guy
dating-
you were dating for 1 month, who ended that?
It was mutual.
Alexa, what about you?
It's split. I left the guy who cheated
Split?
on me, and then
Okay. Well, so it seems like from your guys' answers here, it's either split or y'all are ending the relationships. So is it really men that are scared of commitment, or is it women? Because when you guys do, and also if I can give a divorce statistic, women overwhelmingly initiate divorces. 80% of divorces are initiated by women. So it's interesting to me. You guys really want commitment, but when you get it, you overwhelmingly end it. So could there, I don't necessarily think men are using the word scared of commitment, but it could certainly be, they could be.
I would
Could
say
could men being scared actually be justified given the greater incidence of women ending relationships and marriages?
I definitely get like the insecurities and them being scared. Like not
Why is
guys
that insecure?
I mean like if they're insecure about a girl ending, like they're scared of it.
Okay.
I get it. I would say that she was right about guys versus men. So I would say I'm 24 years old. I think a lot of the guys that I see and that I know and that I meet, I think a lot of them are scared of commitment. I don't think all of them are. And I think once you mature more, you are going to be more open to that commitment. But I think maturity is taking a while for a lot of guys.
Sure. I guess I'm always thinking like I hear these criticisms of men of how they're, as you said, scared to commit. But I mean, could there be justification for this perception because men's experiences, their own self-experiences, is that women overwhelmingly seem to end relationships and initiate divorces? So then perhaps that explains men's hesitation to get married and to enter into committed relationships. Any thoughts there?
Perhaps.
I'd also
I
say
mean-
that modern dating can be a bit of like a it's tough for young guys because, like we said, they're scared of commitment, but also there's a lot of young guys that just don't get noticed. They're just totally invisible. And all of the stats bear this out in terms of, if you look at, I think it's 33% of young men below the age of like 21 or something have had 0 sex in the last year. And yeah, a lot of guys are just totally invisible to girls. And this is why you see guys who will settle for a girl who's like promiscuous or treats him like shit, or it's because a lot of them want to commit to something. They want love, they want attention, but a lot of the girls have got their eyes aiming up, like we said, at the top sort of 10% of guys. And this is why you'll find that a lot of the guys that maybe you are looking at don't want to commit. There's a lot of guys that be looking at you that would want it, that you just wouldn't
Fair.
be looking at them.